I was ironing the dress I had bought for my birthday party when the notification came. A video link. No sender name, no message, just one word in the subject line, watch. I almost ignored it, almost. But curiosity is a stubborn thing. I pressed play, and there they were, my family. My mother at the head of the table, my sister smirking, my brother leaning back with that same arrogance I've known since childhood. Their voices overlapped, sharp, venomous. "She really thinks we're coming to that party?" my sister laughed. "She's pathetic," my mother added. "Let her waste her money." Then my brother, "She's nothing without us. She'll come crawling back." The room spun. I put down the iron before it burned through the fabric. My heart didn't race, not yet. It slowed, like a predator before the strike. I grew up thinking family was unconditional. That illusion broke slowly. Missed birthdays, ignored calls, excuses stacked on excuses. They had a way of making me feel like I didn't belong, like I was an outsider auditioning for a role that was already cast. But I kept forgiving. I kept hoping, because they were my family. Even when, last year, I stood at their door on Mother's Day with flowers, and they left me outside. My mother looked through the window, shook her head, and walked away. That was the day I realized I was invisible to them. But the video, that was different. That wasn't neglect. That was intent. That was a plan to humiliate me. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I canceled the catering, the decorations, the photographer, all with one calm phone call after another. Then I bought a plane ticket, one way. By the time they thought they were getting ready for my party, I was already at the airport. A single bag. A different future. When the plane took off, I turned my phone back on. Dozens of missed calls. One text from my mother. "Where are you?" I stared at the screen, then replied, "Away from the toxic family." And I attached the video. The fallout was instant. My sister called 30 times. My brother left voicemails, his voice cracking with panic. Even my mother, so composed, so cold, sent messages begging to talk. They weren't sorry I was gone. They were terrified of being exposed. Because if I had the video, who else could I send it to? That's when I realized I had power. I didn't waste it. The video became my weapon. I didn't post it online. That would have been too easy, too messy. No. I sent it, carefully, to the people who mattered most to them. My mother's church friends, my sister's colleagues, my brother's boss. The ones who believed their facade of unity, perfection, respectability. The silence that followed was louder than any apology they could have given. Invitations stopped coming their way. Eyes shifted when they entered a room. My mother, the woman who prided herself on being admired, was suddenly pitied. I imagined her seething, not because she lost me, but because she lost control. Weeks passed before they tracked me down. A message popped up while I was sipping coffee in a quiet coastal town miles away from home. "We need to talk. You're destroying this family." I almost laughed. Destroying it? No, I had only held up a mirror. They destroyed themselves. The climax came months later. They stormed into the small cafe where I sat, uninvited, faces red with anger. My mother slammed her hand on the table. "How dare you embarrass us like this?" she spat. My sister leaned in, her voice shaking. "Do you have any idea what you've done?" I looked at them, finally calm, finally free. "Yes," I said. "For years you erased me, excluded me, mocked me. Now the world knows who you really are." My brother clenched his jaw. My mother's lips trembled. My sister's eyes darted, searching for a comeback, but finding none. For the first time in my life, they were silent. I stood, left money on the table for my untouched coffee, and walked away. Their voices didn't follow me. They couldn't. Sometimes at night, I replay that video, not out of pain, but as a reminder that I waited too long for their love, their acceptance. And when it never came, I stopped begging. They wanted me invisible. Instead, I made them transparent. And in their silence, I finally found peace.